Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The Parliamentary Secretary to the Government House Leader left today's committee meeting on the Unfair Elections Act to say he was against cross-country hearings, and he said that Canadians would be a, quote, meeting with Canadians would be a gong show. Does the Minister of Democratic Reform agree with the Parliamentary Secretary? Is that why they won't have cross-country public hearings, or are they just afraid to face Canadians?
Minister of Democratic Reform.
Mr. Speaker, obviously the committee will hear from Canadians. That member merely has to provide a list of witnesses, and they can all be brought to the committee for testimony. They can share their views. We'll take them into consideration. I know the learned members of the committee will consider those views as they improve the bill, which has been described by the former CEO as an A-, and hopefully the committee can work with the government for a change to turn it into an A+.
The honourable member for Hamilton Centre.
The Parliamentary Secretary said he was opposed to cross-country hearings on the Unfair Elections Act because it would, quote, influence public opinion. Is that what the minister is afraid of? Canadians having the audacity to exercise their democratic right to express their personal view on this bill?
The Honourable Minister of Democratic Reform.
Mr. Speaker, nothing could be further from the truth. That member and his party declared their opposition to the Fair Elections Act before they had read a single word of it. And now they're trying to obstruct further examination of the question with an attempt at a costly circus that will distract from the work that the committee really needs to do, which is to study how we can keep Canadians, everyday Canadians, in charge of democracy by pushing special interest groups to the sidelines and rule breakers out of the game altogether.